Welcome back another day, and we're going to end as flat as can be, but there were a few winners and losers today. So though the Nifty ended packed with a cut of only around 5 points or thereabouts, and it was a very, very range-bound trade like we've been seeing for the last few days. Let's run you through the list then. Stocks that did well today. ITC, smoking hot as always. That stock, in fact, almost went to around 410 and ending virtually at the high point of the day. So good going out there. HCL Tech came out with a good set of numbers. TCS, remember the stock has seen a fair bit of a correction in the last few days or so. But that stock, in fact, popped up in trade, up close to around 2% in trade. Britannia, that was up close to around 2% in today's trading session. And Asian Paints as well was up 1.5%. HDFC was up only around 0.5%. But when that big boy holds up with the green, it definitely helps the Nifty scores. What didn't do very, very well? HDFC Life. Well, the numbers look quite good, the operational numbers that they reported. The problem was that the street believes there's a one-time effect. And not just that, they're saying maybe it can impact the growth in FY24 as well. So that's why from starting off well in the green with a gain of around 2%, the stock ended down with a cut of around 3%. Tech Mahindra, some downgrades, some earnings estimate cuts as well. Post the numbers that have been declared from some of their peer group. So that was a relative underperformer, down close to around 2.5%. And Adani Enterprises as well was down close to around 2.5% in trade today. Not much action, guys, but the midcap index ended lower, but plenty of stocks on both sides of the fence.
Yep, on the midcap end of things, one can't say that the index ended flat because we did see some selling. In fact, by the end of trade, we had more number of stocks that declined than the number of stocks that advanced by a factor of 3:2. And if you just take a look at the top losers in the mid-cap end of things, we had the insurance stocks not do too well. So ICICI Pru Post numbers were down about 3% odd. Overall Realty, again, the same problem as HDFC Life, where good numbers came by, but that was perhaps on account of a few one-offs. So that stock was the top F&O loser today. Dalmia Bharat didn't do too well. Weakness continued for something like a Max Financial, TVS Motors, and Aditya Birla Capital as well. In terms of the stocks that gained, Vodafone Idea, a show of confidence coming in with Kumar Mangalam Birla joining the board once again, so that stock up 6%, and that supported a couple of other ancillaries as well, the likes of Indus Towers. Strides Pharma, Aarti Industries continue to do well, as did Lupin, and we did see some purchase in a couple of these discretionary names like Pidilite, Page Industries, and Bata.
Well, that was pretty much it. I think Oberoi Realty is the one stock that we haven't mentioned, down about 4.5%. That's a big mover on the real estate side of the market. And then you had Vedanta cool off a little bit, 1.5% down. Hindustan Zinc's numbers also came in, so that was a stock in focus as well. Basically, we're wrapping up this week on an extremely flat note. The bulls will have to take heart from the fact that at least the lows of the week were protected. We didn't sort of, crash down through that level of 17,575 thereabouts. That was a low that was made on Monday. But then the bulls aren't able to make any headway, and therefore what we have is a bit of a stalemate. I think 2 days for both the bulls and the bears, both camps to take a breather and recollect their thoughts. And hopefully we have some more headway and some more traction come next week.
All right, well, that's about the markets today, but we've completely run out of time on this edition of Closing Bell. But you don't go anywhere. On the other side, we'll focus on the big news makers of the day. Stay with us.